Live from Chapey Studios at the University of Rhode Island, it's Barrett Tonight. Tonight, Student of Alumni Association President Kevin Drumm with musical guest Hot Chocolate. I'm Karl Anderson, and your host, it's Barrett Jordan.
Hey, how we doing, everybody? Welcome back. Yeah, hey, calm down. Cut it out, guys. Thank you. Hey, look at this. Look at this. They're coming in. I don't know how many people are here.
Twos, threes? I don't know.
There's like 4. I can't even tell. But whatever it is, thank you for all of you for coming out for the start of season 4 of URI's favorite and only, so by default favorite, late night television talk show, Barrett Tonight.
3, Barrett.
See, what did I say?
Correct, season 4.
I said season 4. I'm being hopeful that we make it to 4 seasons. I'm being hopeful. That's what I'm doing. Hopefully the max is 4 seasons, as much as we'd love to be doing this forever. Yeah. Speaking of we, with me today is our good friend Karl Anderson, who's back. He's going to be as an interim sidekick for the next couple weeks. Karl, tell me about yourself.
I'm a junior here at the University of Rhode Island.
Okay, that's enough. Okay, so let's get into this just really quick. Karl, you want to help? A lot of stuff's been going on this summer, but a lot of stuff's happened in the last week. It's kind of crazy. Do you see that there's a controversy in Atlanta, Georgia, from Wednesday when a group of atheists were putting on a fundraiser in front of City Hall? Yeah, you know, I always thought that atheism was a non-profit organization. You get it?
Barrett, yes.
Like, non-profit as in they don't believe in profits?
Non-believing, non-profit. Yeah, I guess they just don't believe in profit.
Yeah, okay. So you see this, and this one, Karl's going to enjoy this because it hits home for you or I in some ways. So Snoop Dogg became a local hero, right? This past month, he kept a woman and her 3 children dry under an umbrella during the sudden downpour. It was kind of crazy. And, you know, people might be asking, why does Snoop Dogg carry an umbrella? Faux drizzle.
It was just so he can go outside and do what he usually does.
What does he usually do?
Keep his hair dry.
Good for him. Good for Snoop Doggy Dogg. Mm-hmm. Keeping his hair dry. Okay. You see this, that a man in Florida was arrested last week for allegedly stabbing his roommate for being super loud during a threesome. This is true. Funny, I almost had a threesome last week too, but I only needed 2 more people.
It was still incredibly loud though.
Yeah.
Could hear him all the way from my room.
All the way. He doesn't even live at my house. He's all the way in Fiji. Big old Fiji. 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 Good old Fiji. What's up, Fiji? Okay, so a recent study shows that sign language is the 3rd most used language in the United States. You see, everybody, learn sign language. It's very handy. Yeah, Karl wrote that one.
Yeah. That was my joke.
Writing credit for Karl. Okay, we're almost done, guys. But an accountant in Cincinnati was fired from his job when he farted on an elevator. He was fired when he farted on an elevator, going up in the company's main building. That was wrong on so many levels.
Yeah, I don't know. How fiery was his fart, Barrett?
No, do you get it? Like an elevator.
Yeah.
Levels.
Levels, yeah.
You wrote that joke, Karl.
I don't advertise my jokes as good.
Okay, so our 2 duds, ladies and gentlemen, just for fact, I didn't write them. Karl wrote them. Yeah. Karl wrote the bad ones.
Any joke that's bad, my name on it.
That's for now, anyway. Okay, we're almost done. You see this, and this is finally, guys. Rolling Stone magazine said that this week, bands with very clever names do better in the long run. And I don't know about that, guys, because I started a band called the 99 Megabytes, and we haven't gotten a gig yet.
I see what you did there, you know, like the whole computer and stuff. Wow. Are there actually 999 megabytes in a gig? I feel like nobody actually knows.
No, there's almost. That's why we're not cool.
Okay.
That's for but tech people, the people in the back like that. Thank you, guys. Thanks for the laughs. And because they like that, we'll do one more. A self-proclaimed hipster, guys. A self-proclaimed hipster in Washington State said that he's suing a local cafe business because he burnt his tongue on one of their products. And how did the hipster burn his tongue? Well, he drank the coffee before it was cool. Like, as hipsters do.
I get you.
Anyway, guys, we have a fantastic show for you tonight. Mr. Kevin Drumm is here. What do you think about Kevin?
Oh, he's a pretty
That's great.
guy.
Okay, did I interrupt you? What do you think about Kevin, Karl? I'm sorry for interrupting you.
Okay.
Is it okay?
No, yeah, that's fine.
I don't want this to start off in a
No,
weird...
it's cool. It's cool.
Like, I
Just
don't
tell
want...
your next joke. It might be by me.
There's no more jokes left, Karl.
No more jokes?
Talk.
Okay, dude.
What's wrong?
I like Kevin, and I wanted to talk about how great of a friend he is to me. And
Okay, so moving on, we also have musical guest, Hot Chocolate. And as it's getting colder, make sure you have hot chocolate without the band because they're full of great music, and we're going to be hearing a little bit of that. Anyway, guys, welcome back for season 3, not 4, 3. And we'll be right back. See you in a few.
that's the last time I ever showered with my dad, Barrett. That's for sure.
Okay, and we're back, guys. Welcome back to Barrett Tonight. Karl, I wanted to say thanks for that story. I know the audience really appreciate it, but thank you for being here with us.
Anytime.
As you can tell, it's lonely up here by yourself, so I really appreciate having someone else.
No problem, Barrett.
Really, no, it is. What was it I heard? I heard somebody wrote this, whether it was in the cigar, whether it was one of those the blogs.
5-cent cigar.
The good 5, that good old 5-cent cigar. They're not our biggest fans, but we love them.
That's okay.
But what is it they said that this is the first show where the host has better hair than the sidekick?
No, it's easily misconstrued. Where the host has worse hair than the sidekick. You know, like Conan O'Brien, the iconic like whoop-de-doo we got going on there. You know, I guess
The whoop-de-doo.
the whoop-de-doo. You know?
Yeah. So I don't have that.
No.
And you have that.
Yes, clearly. This one's going over your head, Barrett.
Well, all hair is over your head, Karl. Like,
No,
what can I?
We'll work on it.
Oh, we'll work on it. Anyway, thank you for being here.
No problem. Anytime.
I'm sure the fans will wait for the late night with Karl Anderson later on, if that ever happens. We're
Probably
gonna.
not.
Well, this is your test anyway. But guys, we've had a really, really eventful summer. I mean, we really have. For better or for worse, I mean, we're back in Iraq to deal with the ISIS threat.
The ISIS crisis.
The ISIS crisis. We're back in Iraq to deal with the ISIS crisis. Alliteration, right? What's that? Yeah,
Rhyming something.
Rhyme scheme.
I don't know.
And then we lost 2 of the most influential American comedians with Robin Williams and Joan Rivers. And on top of it all, we had to sit through yet another year of Shark Week.
I enjoy Shark Week.
Yeah, I like it too, but seriously, do something different for a change, right? If it was something besides sharks, I'd be okay.
You don't need anything
It's
besides
always
sharks.
sharks. Anyway, on a personal level, it's been kind of shaky. I took up cooking to, try to pick up the ladies. But whoever I tried to...
working?
Well, you'll find out in a second. It's not super good, but anyway, I tried it, right, to get better with the ladies. But whoever I tried to have, wanted to try tasting my culinary masterpiece, they just ended up crying. And now I have a friend back home who told me that onions are supposed to be the only food that makes you cry. So I threw a coconut in his face. That made him cry.
I think any food prepared by you is probably an onion.
I like onions. You're supposed to put them inside of it. They're like a perfect garnish, right? They go with everything.
Not every.
That might be why they cry.
Not thrown at people's faces, I don't think.
No, but you throw it. Okay.
You throw it in like the pot, then you'll be good. But not
Like the American melting pot.
Yeah,
Speaking of which, as a political science major or science student, I focused a lot about the governor's race this year. In fact, I shook Mayor Fung's hand while I was running a race. So
I was there.
Plus, Karl was
I
there
was
too.
there.
And so I feel like I was a big part of it, you know. And what's up with the feds though? You know what I mean? Like the federal government, Congress is quitting early, a few weeks early. There was a failed bill for the Equal Pay Act that failed. And not to mention that the health services in this country, they're a disgrace, dude. My doctor told me to run 3 miles every day for a month. And I ended up completely lost 90 miles away from my home. I was trying to be healthy. I just ended up like...
That might be user error right there.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
But on that note, I'm also trying to stay healthy this summer. I said no to alcohol, which is the biggest thing.
Trying to stay healthy.
I try to stay healthy.
Yeah.
So, like I said, I say no to alcohol, but it hardly ever listened. This can be a problem with college kids.
Crawls right down your throat.
Yep. What is it with this whole Derek Jeter thing? You know what I mean? He's retiring. Isn't that like, I mean, even though there's clearly a clause in my URI TV contract that forbids me from talking about the Yankees at all, or the Dutch, but I figured that they could make an exception in this matter, because it's all over the news, you know?
It's Jeter.
It's Jeter.
It's Jeter.
Now, with that said and done, I'm also pissed about Scotland.
Oh,
Another thing I'm pissed about. But anyway, guys, I'm trying to make it makes it sound like my summer was terrible. And honestly, it was far from it. I was an orientation leader. Karl was too, which is one of the greatest months of my life. I went down to Dirty Jers, and I learned that the Garden State actually smells a lot better than I had thought it did. And also, Matt Franco won. He won America's Got Talent. In my mind, it's blown.
Crazy.
Yeah, it's still blown, and I'm still speechless.
How did he make 3 cards go across space?
Because he's freaking magic, man. But anyway, it's mind blown. But clearly, I've been on a rant. I apologize. But remember, folks, today is a new day. There's always, this year is a new year. So let's act like the millennials we are and ignore all the problems. We'll be right back. And welcome back to the show, guys. So as the school year gets underway, we thought that it would be very important for us to emphasize the importance of asking questions, especially here at school, right? So all of us here at Barrett Tonight decided that we would give you guys just a few ideas of things that you can ask, and a question that we like to call "There's no such thing as a stupid question." That's the name of our segment. Yeah. So let's just go into this. Okay. There's no such thing as a stupid question.
Well, obviously, you've never met me in a classroom.
But this is for
you would understand that there's something a stupid question.
But let's see. Actually, I think some of these you might have asked. Okay. Let's dwell into this. Number 1, how is it that a building burns up as it burns down? Is a book about failures? If a book about failures does not sell, is it successful? Interesting. If all the world is a stage, where's the audience sitting? If a man with multiple personalities threatens to kill himself, would it be considered a hostage situation? Think about it. If a man who cannot count finds a 4-leaf clover, is he even lucky? If a person told you that they were a pathological liar, should you believe them? Do you? If a turtle does not have a shell, is it homeless or is it naked? Probably both. If a vegetarian is someone who eats vegetables, what does that make a humanitarian? Humanitarian? Humanitarian. Sorry, guys. Yeah, it's the dyslexic kid is trying to read stuff.
That's how you know that I don't write the jokes, because if I were, then you would have to spell them, because I do not spell Cincinnati the same way you would, Barry.
That's how it's phonetically. If you read the word Cincinnati in your head, that's how it comes out. Cincinnati. Cincinnati. Anyway, if Barbie is so popular, why do we have to buy her friends? That's a big question. If beef comes from a cow and ham comes from a pig, why do we put beef in hamburgers? Think about it. If brakes are meant to be slow, why do we call it breakfast? Huh? If corn comes from corn, where does baby oil come from? Wow. Just think about it. If love were blind, is lingerie considered braille? I hope so. If mummies are Egyptian, then what does that make daddies? Also Egyptian? I don't know. If people from Poland are called Poles, why aren't people from Holland called Holes? Halls? They're the Dutch, right?
Halls.
I can't talk about the Dutch, as we learned earlier. If pro is the opposite of con, is progress the opposite of Congress?
I do believe that is correct.
That's a good one.
I believe that one is correct.
That's not necessarily a stupid question. And finally, if the number 2 pencil is the most popular, why is it still number 2?
Because first is the worst, obviously. That one I do have an answer for.
And second is the best. Anyway, guys, that has been There Is No Such Thing as a Stupid Question. We'll be right back with Kevin Drumm. We'll see you in a few. Welcome back to the show, guys. With us right now is the Student Alumni Association's president and my good friend, Mr. Kevin Drumm. Kevin, thank you for coming on the show.
Thanks for having me.
So, tell us, you were in Mexico recently, correct?
I was. Yep, I was doing an internship down there with a company actually from Rhode Island called Hope Global, right out of Cumberland.
Oh, awesome. Because you were gone the whole year, so it wasn't just. Well, tell us a little bit. So you were. When did you leave, and where'd you go? Is really what I'm trying to.
Yep. So that's
what I'm getting at. Just tell us about that.
So I'm in the international engineering program here at URI, and so I went to Spain for the fall, and I stayed in San Sebastian.
San Sebastian.
More or less, yep. And it's right on the north coast, right near France.
Yep.
And then I was there for 6 months and studied abroad there, and then I went to Mexico in the spring, and I was in León, Guanajuato.
Did you study abroad there too?
I was doing the internship there.
But did you study abroad?
Oh, well, there were a lot of broads there.
That's
that's what you're...
Again, I'm trying to push to that.
Study abroad.
Yes, Karl. See, Karl gets it. That's why so, as SAA's president, what's your biggest plan for that organization? They have a big voice here on campus. What's your, what sort of way are you taking them in? Is it a new?
Yeah, I guess the direction, the main goal, I guess, that we have for the year, which I think is consistent through a lot of the organizations at URI this year, is to really do a better job of collaborating. And I think we can make everybody's events and everything going on at URI a lot bigger and more exciting if everyone else is involved. And I think also it's going to be huge this year. We have a fairly young exec board on the Student Alumni Association.
Yeah, so I hear.
Yep.
So I hear.
And
Quite a handsome bunch too, huh?
Yeah, I heard they're really handsome.
Yeah, yes, we're a very handsome bunch, particularly the
president.
Right.
Yeah,
but I think
not arguing with that.
where everybody is bringing a lot of new ideas in, so we've got a lot going on this year. It's great.
That's awesome. You have a couple big events coming up really soon that we tell the student body about that. You have homecoming is when? It's a couple weeks from now?
Yep, it's the week of, the 19th to the 23rd there, 24th.
Of October, correct?
Of October, yep, thank you.
Because September it already happened.
Right, yeah, so we're almost done with that. And so on the Monday of that week, we're going to have Dells on the quad during the day. On Tuesday, we'll have ghost tours at night through URI. That's a lot of fun. We started that last year, and so I guess it was a really good turnout.
Yeah.
Wednesday, we have the Nearly Naked Mile, which will start in the evening, and everybody comes, pulls off the majority of their clothes and runs a mile. So that's a lot of fun.
Hopefully, Karl doesn't go because it will be the majority of his clothes if he attends. Yes, and no one wants to see that.
I do that on the weekends anyway.
Yeah, we don't ask that. You go.
No, yeah, Karl's not allowed. We've talked to the police about that. Then Thursday night we've got Roadie Rally. Which is a huge event down at Keeney Gymnasium. That's at 7 o'clock. And then Saturday morning, we've got Rhodeyville and the homecoming game. And,
yeah. So this is for everybody. Make every effort to attend. I know I go every year to all these events, and that's not just because I'm in SAA, but it's because I enjoy every single one of the events. Anyway, Kevin, we have a little bit of time left, but any final notes that you want to say? Thank you. How's the year being a senior? What is it? You're technically your 5th year, but you're back again. Not a super senior because he's.
I feel super. I love being back at URI.
Yeah.
Everybody's still beautiful here, so that's a good thing.
It's a big, big, beautiful, beautiful place.
Yeah, I'm just thrilled to be on Barrett Tonight.
Hey, and anytime you want to come back, we're always here, and we'd love. Thank you for coming on. First of all, for our very first show of season 3. Everybody, if you want to come to any of the homecoming events, they are going to be on the Student Alumni Association's website. There will be a link for that on the bottom if you're on your computers, and if you're at home, there's a link right here for you guys to check out as well. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Kevin Drumm, thank you again for coming on the show. And we'll be right back. Guys, with us now is a very special musical guest. Please give it up for Hot Chocolate. Hot chocolate, guys. Hot chocolate. They still got it. It's crazy. It's crazy. Anyway, guys, thank you for coming out and sharing this great night with us for the beginning of Barrett Tonight Season 3. Really, thanks for everybody for coming out. Thank you to all of them. Really thanks to introduce Karl for his first night here. A very big thanks to Kevin Drumm for coming out. Kevin, thank you so much. Really great job. Thanks to Hot Chocolate. Thanks to everybody who sat through this. And you or I will see you next week. Giddy up.